going on with the volume. I was told that, well, there was a phone call that came in. It looked like from the United Kingdom. I don't know anyone from the United Kingdom, so I ignored it. But I do get a lot of crank calls, especially depending on what I'm doing in the moment. So I was here, like actually taking a nap for about, I'd say about an hour and a half. No phone calls, no texts, nothing. As soon as I said I'm going to set up to do a live, phone rings, and it's from a country that I've never been to. Anyway, so here I am. I think my journey, my healing month of transition into a different way of doing things was about 28 days. So I started on the second of November. And bless you. Good to see you. Shalom, shalom. So I just took a nap. I ran this morning. I've been eating lots of fruits and vegetables, and I don't know if you can see. Bless you. Welcome back, my love. Welcome back. My daughters, for my birthday, this is not my, I'm gonna say this is how I feel about it. This is not my house. This is my mother's home. This is not my space. This is a space I feel like I'm in temporarily. I'm very grateful for it. I've gone through a lot of losses, not knowing why for sure or how. I do know there's a lot of people that are around me that do necessarily want have my best interest at heart. Um, that's all I know for sure, for sure. And the Lord's leading me to understand that there's a lot of things out there that are owed to me, that have been stolen from me. And I'm just basically, the word says to trust in the Lord, and all things will be added onto you. He said, "Vengeance is His; He will repay." So this is the way that I refer to the word, and I live by the word. So the Lord says to that he will vengeance is His, so He'll deal with my enemies. But there's also things I've learned about the spiritual realm and about calling things as it should be. Our words have power. I've also learned about people like the evil eyes and people using mediums or monitoring spirits to follow you and track you. All kinds of stuff that I didn't know that are not teaching in the church. I also got confirmation that yes, the churches, a lot of them practice witchcraft, and they're governed under the guise of control. They love to. This is not about loving the Lord. This is not about loving people. This is about controlling people and status and prestige and lifestyle. I'm sure a lot of you already know this. This is what the Lord led me to understand. So there's but what I through my walk, I was led. When I first started to do this channel, my life was stripped from me. I met somebody. I met someone who gave me an opportunity. Well, when I first met the person was quite generous with me. And now look back, I realize it was love bombing. Someone that I would never. He's not my type, but he was quite nice at the time. And little did I know, I guess it's called honeypot or something, when someone does something to you to sweeten, make you feel like, that could be someone for you. I don't know, I'm learning terms. Anyway, the bottom line is that was about, I would say, 6 years ago. And during that time I learned about narcissism, and I learned about manipulation, witchcraft in the form of magic, and witchcraft in the form of lying and slander. Any way you look at it, it is dark. People talk about witchcraft and being sweet. We have these movies out right now about witches that are kind and misunderstood. As far as I'm concerned, we all go through something. Okay, we have a choice to make. When you go through something, it doesn't give you the right or the liberty to take out your frustrations on other people. We don't have the right to do that. And I've learned a lot about vengeance of the Lord, but also about karma, and about the Lord allowing things to happen to people, or things happening to people because of what they've done to innocent people, or to anyone in general. But I know for sure that I've come in the name of peace and love. I haven't done anything to anyone. And I think because of that, that made me a huge target for many. And during these battles, I've come on and did videos here and there, and noticed the I've gone back and watched some of the videos that I did, and noticed the you know, how I, first of all, I've matured in many ways, but also too, um, it's changed my personality. During this walk, I've learned to really acknowledge the things that people hate about me, learn to love myself for them, acknowledging that they exist, that the qualities that are good exist, but also loving myself through all the ridicule and the persecution and the hazing. It's like a hazing. I went through a hazing ritual. I feel like I was targeted and hated and beat up on just for breathing. Um, what I did learn though from the Lord is that these kind of things happen to people who the Lord's given a lot to, whose destiny has a heavy mantle. And so I'm honored as this is all going on to me. As painful as it is, I'm honored. It also, this whole thing has turned people against me that didn't expect to ever be against me. And what that's done for me is it's helped me to decide whatever God decides to do for me, who would go forward with me. That's a huge decision that I had to make, because as I grew up and as I got older, I allowed a lot of people into my life that should never have been there. Because I didn't have healthy boundaries, I didn't love myself the way that I needed to. I'm not saying I didn't love myself, because I'm pretty sure I can't remember not loving myself. If I didn't love myself, believe me, I wouldn't be sitting here right now, because so much had happened to me that the thoughts of not taking my life would have came, but it didn't. So I do love myself. The question is, how much? You know, I was very self-critical. I took a lot of things. I'm still kind of that way. I critique myself quite a bit. My standard for myself is higher than someone else could apply to myself. Like, so I'm always competing with myself yesterday. That's my standard. But now I've learned to, one, love myself and love the flaws, love the things that I can't do. I make that a goal for tomorrow. Put things in my body that I eat as fuel. So things that actually build me, they nourish me. Not just eating, let the purpose of eating is not for it to just taste good. It has to do more than just satisfy the tongue. It has to do something for my body in some kind of way. And so that's been a part of the change. What else? Self-care, like I really do. Let me just say this. Anyone who's in my life in regards to a partner would have to match or supersede what I do for myself. That's basically what it is. They'd have to complement what I do already. They'd have to either encourage me, or through like just verbally setting the stage so I can do what I need to do, or do what I do. So that to me is when people around me doing the same thing. It's like encouraging. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Relations to people, I'm very happy and content being by myself. I think people are toxic. I hate drama, and I feel that people, especially people who love to be around a lot of people, just bring drama. And drama just means to me problems you don't need. If you're loving people, like, need to appease a lot of people, it's not possible to make everybody happy. I've learned that. So if you've managed to acquire um, hundreds of friends, that you can have a party tomorrow and like hundreds of people are there, those people aren't friends. If your life is based on trying to appease people who don't even really know you well or don't really care about your well-being, that's good for you. But my circle is not a circle. My circle is a quarter circle, if that. I have people in my life that I love. We don't always see eye to eye because I'm not afraid to speak my mind. But I love them dearly. I've learned to let go of people that I always assume, because of who they are in my life, would always be with me. But I realized that that's not going to be the case at all. I've learned to accept the stage of life that I'm in. And I wish I could show you what I look like. Like, I know for sure in regards to what the Lord's been leading me to do. I don't, I run, I still run. And I know I've been watching videos about people being encouraged that you're too old to be doing that. It causes stress hormones. I think I found that running makes me feel so good. The endorphins, I still get endorphins when I run, the same as when I did when I was younger. And I've changed my diet in relations to bread. Let's see. This the live, and this is new for me. The live is encouraging me to ask questions that I it's like if I had a general channel, like a channel that wasn't the way that it is, it was asking me to ask questions that you guys would answer. And I'm like, no. Anyway, I think it's cute. If I had a channel and I was just living a regular life, I would push the button and let you guys answer those questions, but that's not what it is. But anyway, I think it's cute. The platform is cute now. It's changed a lot. And the reason why I'm just noticing that now is because the time when I was helping with this business, I didn't realize I was being manipulated to not have another source, an outlet for myself in relations to for stress, which is this what this is for me, but also to another source of income in some kind of way, something stable. This situation, the situation was meant to keep me stuck, and so I had to have faith and trust God would provide another way and walk away, because I was feeling very, 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 very like physically drained. Like I felt like something, I was put, like an electrical thing was sucking the energy out of me. And my daughters were like very determined that, Mom, you can't continue to do this. And I thought I was being helpful, but what was going on is that I was being used for what they say is energy. Like, so I'm a very bubbly person. I have a lot of ideas. I'm uplifting. I was used for those qualities, but no one was pouring into me. As a matter of fact, I wasn't even being compensated the way I should have been for the hours I was putting in. So anyway, that's enough of that. I said I was going to come on and share with you how I'm doing at the end of the month. So, like I said, December 1st, this is what it's like. And I definitely will not stop running. It was cold today. It had snowed a couple days ago, and I still ran today. And I will continue to do that. In regards to my skin, it's healing quite nicely. Um, and so I'm going to continue to watch that. My hair, it needs to be redone or taken out, but I'm going to leave it until I think maybe a week from now, maybe another week, and do a length check to see how much has grown. Remember, this is not about hair not growing. All our hair grows. The question is, how are you taught to maintain length? Our diet and water play a big part in the length retention of hair for people of color. And I took that for granted. I didn't even realize that. I was drinking a lot of coffee. I was drinking not a lot of soda, but a lot of juice, prepackaged juice, and a lot of things on the go. So like not sandwiches, maybe like not hamburgers, but sandwiches, things prepared on the road, on the go. And I'm stopped doing that. I can cook, so there's no reason why if I was still doing that, I couldn't prepare a meal and bring it with me. It was just time and energy, which I had very little of. So anyway, this is it. I encourage you guys to ask questions or whatever else if you want, in the description, or in the comment section, or on Instagram, or you can email me. It's all in the description there. Okay, so feeling very tranquil, peaceful, rested. I'm gonna try and get more. I've been resting a lot, like feeling kind of guilty about it, but I've been resting a lot, and thankful, very grateful. Anyway, thank you so much for your time. This is it. The journey continues. I will continue to share. Now I'm going to be moving forward. I'm going to be sharing a lot about what I learned about my circumstance, the people around me, witchcraft, warfare, and the church, and how crooked the church is. There's a lot of people in the church right now, people in the pulpits who are dark, evil, and will do a lot for money, and are suffering the consequence for that. The Lord does not sleep, he does not slumber. If you've been a part of a church who's participating in the hazing of a chosen one, I'm guaranteeing you are feeling it. And I'm sad for you. No one who's a child of God wants someone to go through anything, but there are people who are, and I know why. And that's unfortunate that you didn't feel that, you should have maybe found out first, whether or not it was wise to bully. Before I, no, I'm not even going to share it on this one. That one deserves its own life in regards to what I went through in the church. And I didn't want to go to the church, or the Lord already revealed to me that the church is corrupt. But then the person who I was doing the business with invited me to a church for Father's Day, and I said I support and I would go. And right now I'm looking back, I don't even know if this was really like the way he described how he stumbled upon this church may not even been true. It may have been a lie. It may have been a way to get me to go to the church, because when I went to the church, a pastor from another church that had done the same thing, a lot of the like bullying and hazing, showed up at this conference that they have. So I'm thinking like, what? How are all these people at the same place at the same time? Anyway, a lot of things are still coming together, and as much as they don't make sense, they're not going to make sense to me, because it's not based on anything that I've done. It's just based on sheer jealousy, envy, and just spitefulness, and it's the saddest thing ever. um and I don't feel sorry for whatever anyone goes through. No one felt sorry for me. I just don't wish bad on anybody, but whatever happens, just you need to go to God about it. Don't come to me, because I didn't wish this on you, and I didn't didn't wish it on you, and I didn't pray for it, and I don't applaud it. I wouldn't want it to happen to anybody, but there's some major things happening to people right now, and I'm just not even going to say anything. I have nothing to say, because I'm not the one who ignited this. Anyway, loves, I love you so much. Remember, you are made marvelously. You were created for this time. This is a very special generation of people. It's a time of people where there's babies, people that are living right now that never knew life without a cell phone. They never knew life without a computer. And that's wow. Because I didn't know computers until I think I was in grade 6 or 5. And cell phones, my first cell phone was about the size of a shoe. Like an actual shoe. Anyway, love you guys. Remember, you're made marvelously. You are not a mistake. You were created specially for this time. So take that in. All right, until next time, be blessed.